Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss a topic which is car fitting. Basically, in this question, I have taken one question from straight line trend. See, fit a straight line of the form y equals to a plus bx to the following data. So, this is the set of independent variables and this is dependent variables, rather the values of the dependent variables. Here we are supposed to find, rather to predict the value of y when x is equals to 9.6. So basically this curve fitting you can use rather this straight line trend as well as parabolic and exponential trend as well. So see, first we need to get the normal equations. Now how do we get the normal equations? That you have to see first. See, the given equation must be of the form y equals to a plus bx. Now here I have taken a few observations which are 2, 8, 5, 14, 6, 19, 8, 20 and 9, 31. So I can consider specifically this value as x1 and corresponding value of y is y1. So the observations will be like x1, y1. Then it is x2, y2, x3, y3, x4, y4, x5, y5. Since we have taken 5 observations only in this question, that is why we have to consider it accordingly. Means, if we consider summation of y, so that means we have 5 values of y, which starts from y1, then y2, y3, y4 and y5. So summation of y, that would give us an plus b summation x. Now, why is it coming as an? See, for particularly this observation, you can write it in this way: y1 equals to a1 plus bx1. For the second observation, you can write it y2 equals to a plus bx2. Similarly, till y5 you have to add 5 times this a. So n stands for number of observations here. So if we wish to modify this equation, that we can do later as well. But as of now, the normal equations will be an, the first equation will be an plus b summation x. Now you see here we are dealing with two unknowns. The first unknown is a, the second unknown is b. That is why we have to develop two equations to solve these two unknowns. Now how do we derive or how do we develop two equations from here? See, for the first equation we already have developed. Now how do we develop the second equation? If you multiply simply this equation by x and later if you consider the summation, you can simply write it in this way. So b summation of x square. So see, here we have developed two equations and these two equations are the normal equations corresponding to this problem. Now, as you can see here, you need the value of summation x, the value of summation y, the value of summation x square and summation xy. Accordingly, we have to compute this table. So let's just start it. First I am calculating for x square. So 2 square it is coming as 4, then it is 25, then it is 36, 64 and 81. Then the value of xy. Let's have a look. X into y, the first value is 16, the second one is 17, 114, 160, 279. So mostly all the values are known to us. If you add this column, all the values of under this column, you will get summation x, then summation y. Here it is summation of x square. This is summation of xy. So our objective is to find out these values and we have to substitute these values over here in order to find out the values of A and B. Now let's just solve it. 7, 13, 21, it is 30. So summation x is 30. Here it is 22, 41, 61, 92. This is 29, 29, this is 65. If you add 36, 65 and 5, 4. 65 plus 145. 145, here it is coming as 210. So this value is 210, and finally this one. This is 86. 86 plus 14, 200, 360. 360 plus 279. The sum is 936. 639. So these are the values which we have calculated right here. Now we just have to substitute this value in these two equations, and we need to find out the values of A and B. So let's just solve it. So I am substituting the first value, which is summation y. Summation y is 92 is equals to AN. So see here you have 5 observations. That is why this is 5A plus B summation x. Summation x is 30. So 30B. This is your first equation. Let's see the second equation. It is 639 equals to summation x. Summation x is again 30. So I'll write simply 30A plus B summation x square. So 210B. Now these are two simultaneous equations. If you solve these two equations, you will get the values of A and B, and further you just have to substitute the values of A and B here. After that, see the second part of the question, predict y when x is equals to 9.6. So first we will get the values of A and B. After that we are going to substitute it right here. After that we will substitute the value of x as 9.6, and so we can find out the value of y. So if I simply multiply the first equation, suppose this is the first equation, this one is the second equation. If I multiply the first equation by 6, we'll get 30A plus 180B So see, I have multiplied the first equation by 6, and I'll keep the second equation same as before. 30A plus 210B is equals to 639. Now I'll just simply take the difference of these two equations. So we'll get minus of 30B, and here it is 7, 8. Minus of 87. So the value of B is minus of 87 by minus of 30, which comes as 2.9. So the value of B we already have got it. Next we have to substitute this specific value in any of these two equations, and we'll get the value of A. So I'll take the first equation, and so I'll substitute the value of B. 92 equals to 5A plus 30 into B. The value of B is 2.9. So here 92 equals to 5A plus 87. So the value of A is coming as, if you just shift this 87 on the left hand side, you will get 5, and 5A equal to 5 means the value of A is 1. So see, we already have derived the values of A and B from these two equations. So the final equation is, as per our assumption, that was y equals to A plus bx. We have the value of A, so let's just substitute it 1, and the value of B, that was 2.9x. Next, we have to substitute the value of x as 9.6 which was given in the question, you have to predict the value of y when x is equals to 9.6. So simply I'll just substitute x as 9.6 here. So if x equals to 9.6, the value of y is 1 plus 2.9 into 9.6. Now y 1 plus, this is 2.9, I can simply write it as 3.0 minus 0.1 into 9.6. 3.0 means 1 plus, I'll just simply multiply 28.8 minus of 0.96. So here it is 1 plus 27.84. So 28.84 is the final answer. So 28.84 is the final answer. Thank you.